Prairie did silkscreen t-shirts back in high school. That kind of surfer style shirts. Had a lot of experience with that. And I remember making a couple of tubes t-shirts that were just the design of the interlocked tubes that we hand printed ourselves. We got a merchandiser guy at one point who was working for Journey, a big merchandiser, and we cut a deal separately with the band, not to sign with anyone, but just let Prairie and I administer their t-shirt sales, and in return we would give them half of all the t-shirt proceeds, and the other half would cover all the expenses and whatnot, and it worked really well. I used to give checks to those guys for thousands of dollars every year. And there was no middleman and no Bill Graham company or any of that stuff. It was just me and Prairie giving the band their cut of the t-shirts. But, our tours, our marketing wasn't that big because we didn't sell. They didn't have internet or anything then, and you would sell at the shows. And we didn't do that many shows. And you really add it all up, that there wasn't enough. Like a tour would be very short. It would be, 30 dates or something, and that would be it for the year. That's all we could afford to do. So it wasn't like we were out there 300 days a year selling ourselves and our music and our t-shirts. A promoter from New York came and just came to my door at my studio and asked Prairie and I to do some designs for a line of fashion t-shirts. So we put these sort of fashion model faces of our friends and discovered the first way to mass produce the airbrush looking image was a special process that was new at that time. And then went on this 6-month joyride with this mad promoter who got people to advance money to go to all the big stores around the country, and Canada, all the Bloomingdales and Bendels and even Marcus and the high-end Bergdorfs, all the high-end stores, and put on a fashion show and sell these shirts. And they got incredible press all over the world. We have tons of press, cut to the press, pictures of models and sometimes ourselves in these t-shirts with the faces on them. And they were widely copied, but we never got any money. That's what else is doing. But it was really fun. The guy was a hustler, and he would get, we would move into the Stanhope Hotel in New York for 3 weeks and charge everything to room service and fly Prairie and I in and take publicity pictures and go to press meetings and all this stuff. Nobody was minding the store. I don't know who was manufacturing or selling them. We were just sort of taken in by the whole thing, so surprised that it was getting attention. Didn't really think about the business angle. So occasionally the shirts pop up now and again. They did for years in kind of secondhand stores. Now there might be a few on the internet, I don't know. They're very long lasting, 100% polyester. The polyester print on it. So they didn't rot. And the shirts were really weird. They looked good in pictures, but they weren't for normal people to wear. They had these tiny, tight armholes and really super, super skin tight. That's just, most people can't wear stuff like that. But the other t-shirts for the band were really fun to make because we come up with several new designs every season. And a lot of those were pretty well executed. He ended up being chased. I used to see him in Manhattan after I moved there, and he was being chased by somebody, some mafioso or somebody he'd crossed. He came over to the house scared as a puppy and wanted me to hide him out. I refused. I think it was the Russian mob was after him. He had hustled one too many characters. He'd opened a club in Soho that he sold, 125% of the proceeds from to different investors. Oh man, one of those characters. He wasn't a dope dealer, but he approached life like one. Never heard from him again. I know I would have. I'm afraid he's probably gone because he would have popped up again. Like something gets stuck to your shoe.